Hello, I'm Brian Manwaring, Director of Product Management here at Onyx Graphics. Sometimes getting started with a new software product can be intimidating. So today I'm going to walk you through the basics of using Onyx products and show you how simple it can be to get started. One of the easiest things about Onyx products is that no matter which product you're using, whether it's Onyx Thrive, Onyx Production House, Poster Shop, or Rip Center, all of our products are built based on the same look and feel. That way, as your business grows, Onyx makes it simple to grow with you without having to learn a new way of printing. To get started today, we're going to first walk you through the basics of printing your first job. Then we'll cover navigating Onyx RipQ, Onyx Job Editor, and Cut Server. And finally, we'll discuss some of our more advanced printing features. So let's get started. The first question new users of Onyx software ask is, how do I print my first job? Here, let me show you. The first thing we're going to do is to open the image into the software. So go up here and click the Open button on the toolbar. And the screen that comes up will show you thumbnails of all of the images here in my folder. So I'm going to pick the image I'd like to print, blue car, and then I need to pick which printer I want this to be on. So I've got printer A selected. All I need to do is click Open. That'll bring the image into the software, and you'll see that it's ripping right now. If I select that image, it'll generate a preview over here on the side so I can make sure that's set up correctly. And then all I need to do to print is to click on my printer and click Print Now. It's that simple. Getting started with Onyx is quick and easy and only takes just a few clicks. Now, what happens if you need to print multiple copies of an image? Or what if you need to change to a different kind of media? Let's go back to RipQ and I'll show you some of the ways you can make changes to a job. First, let me show you the interface of RipQ. You'll see at the top we have a toolbar with common tools that are used throughout the printing workflow. Below that is a list of the printers that are installed on your system. I've got printer A and printer B. The main area of the software here is the Jobs Ready to Print area. So this is showing you all of the jobs that are being prepared or are currently ready to be printed. And at the bottom, you see a list of jobs that have already been printed. Now this section over here on the right, this is showing you previews of your jobs as well as additional information. So let's go ahead and open up a number of files at the same time. I'll go click Open. I'm just going to select a few images I'd like to print. Again, I need to pick which printer I'm printing this on, so printer A. And here's an area which is for job ticket information. So I have an opportunity here to enter some additional information. If I have a job ticket, an order number, or maybe a customer name, I can enter that here. So this job, I'm going to enter this for company ABC. And then I'm going to click Open. So all three of those images that I selected are now being brought into the software and they're currently ripping. So if I click on any one of those, you'll be able to see a preview of that more detailed. Or if I click on my printer up here, you'll see a nest of how all of those images can be printed together. Now, as we asked, how do we make changes to some of these jobs? So let me open up one of these. Just double click on the image and it brings up another window. I've got a color managed preview here that shows me a color accurate rendering of what that file will look like when it's printed. And I have common options here to make some simple changes to the job. So for example, if I want to print more than one copy of this image, all I have to do is change the number of copies. If I need to change what the media is set to, so it'll print on a different kind of media, I can change that right here. I'm going to change this to photo paper. If I'd like to as well, I can also rotate the image here simply by just choosing the right setting. And then I'll click OK. And again, that image is getting prepared to be printed on that new type of media, on photo paper. So if I want to print this, it's very simple. All I need to do is click on my printer. Now I have it set right now to adhesive vinyl and I changed my media. So let's change that very quickly by clicking Change, changing what kind of media I'm using, click OK. And now you'll notice that the job that I set 3 copies of is ready to print. All I need to do is click print. In RipQ, Onyx keeps it all in the same place, making it easy to navigate and quickly send jobs to the printer. We've gone over the basics of sending files, but what happens if you need to make changes to the file itself to prepare it for printing? Let me show you an application we have called Job Editor. To open the image in Job Editor, I'm going to start here in RipQ, select the image I'd like to change, and then I can either open the image in Job Editor by clicking on the toolbar up here at the top, or by clicking this Job Editor button on the right. So I'll go ahead and click the button and then open this job into Job Editor. Now with the image loaded, you'll see across the top here I've got several tabs that provide me all of the tools I need to prepare my job for printing. The first tab is my Printer and Media tab. So I've got a choice here to make adjustments to which media I'm printing on, what my print mode is. If I'd like to change what the color management options are for my image, I can do that right here, and also select which cutter is going to be used for contour cutting this image. On the Preview and Size tab, I've got the ability to make size changes for my image. So here under image size, let's say I want to make this image 25 inches. I just change that very simply here. And then if, let's say I want to crop the image down, I can do that by just simply grabbing the side and setting my crop to be what I'd like it to be, right there. I've also got options to rotate the image or to mirror it if I'd like to. Some of the other tabs include tiling. I've got a color correction tab where I can make color edits to the image. And when I'm all ready to go over here to the Print tab. I can set the number of copies the way I'd like that to be, and then simply click Submit. Job Editor gives you an organized place to quickly find all of the tools you need to make prepping files for print easy. Sometimes printed jobs need to be sent through a cutting device for finishing. Let me show you how this is handled in Onyx. So here in RipQ, I've got several jobs that are needing to be printed. Let me go and find a couple of jobs that are for my customer ABC, and let's get those ready for printing and for cutting. So a new feature here in Onyx 11 is the ability to search for jobs here in the queue. So if I go up in here and I just type in ABC, it's going to bring up all of the jobs that match that customer. So this painted lady job, let's change that and get that ready for cutting. Again, in this job properties window, I've got all the options I need here to make some simple changes. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select a cutter here under Contour Cutter Selection. I'm going to pick my Graphtec cutter. And the other thing I'd like to do is when I print this image, I want to be able to cut around the edge of that so that I don't have to do that manually. So I'm going to go over here to the Marks tab and choose the option Generate Tile Outline Cut Paths. That'll place a cut path right around the edge of that image. And I'll go ahead and click OK. Now, this job's ready for cutting. Let me go up to my printer, and you'll be able to see all of the jobs that are ready to print. And there's another one that was here in the queue, this Onyx 11 Shield. That's also ready for printing and cutting. So I'm going to go ahead and click Print Now. The software is going to generate the print. It's also generating the cutting instructions needed for finishing this job. So if I go over to Cut Server, you'll see in Cut Server, there's a new job here under my Graphtec cutter. So if I select that, you'll see all of the paths and outlines needed for my cutting. As soon as my print is done, I'm ready to go. I can just click Cut Now. By taking an integrated approach to printing and cutting, Onyx has made finishing your prints easy. Well, that's the basics, but it's only the beginning. There are also more advanced features to give you great color and more control over your workflow. Here, quick sets and hot folders make it easy to automate your workflow, saving valuable setup time during production. Our new Swatchbooks feature, recently introduced in Onyx 11, provides a quick way of matching those hard-to-hit colors. We also have tools for easy matching of Pantone colors, color replacements, and profiling. Here at Onyx Graphics, we're working hard to give you all of the tools you need to create great prints. Today we've covered some of the basics to get you started. If you're interested in learning more about how to use our products, visit our website at onyxgfx.com or contact your local reseller for more training opportunities.